Hello, everyone. Welcome to this webinar sponsored by GearWash. We have Brian Marenko here today to share some updates to NFPA 1850. My name is Nicholas. I'm a member of the marketing team here with GearWash. Just wanted to thank you all for joining us today. So please be sure to make use of that Q&A function in the chat. We'll be answering some questions, but not until the end of the webinar. So I'll be helping to lead through those. Some instructions on audio if you're not able to hear well. And then just a reminder that this presentation will be recorded and that recording will be made available to you shortly after this call in case you want to refer back to anything. So it looks like we're right at 11 here, so I will turn it over to Brian.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us as we go through the changes within NFPA 1850. I'm Brian Marenko, Business Development Manager for GearWash. I've been in the industry for 30 years. I'm a current NFPA 1970-1850 member under the Verified Independent Service Provider Association, known as VISPA. I sit on the committee as an alternate. So today we're going to discuss NFPA 1850. We're dealing with the 2026 edition. I'm going to go through the changes. In this presentation, some of the changes are subtle. I've in yellow highlight have notated some of those changes, so you'll be able to follow along and see them much more readily. So it became effective on September 9th, 2025. There's some changes that have happened relative to cleaning inspection. Even they created a personal protective clothing manager and technician. But specifically with the cleaning, there's some optional cleaning validation that were added to the standard, which we'll talk about a little more depth here in a few moments. They've added water quality and effluent considerations. So you have to be mindful of your water hardness and effluent management. As I mentioned, they've introduced personal protective clothing manager and technician. We'll get into that as well. The cleaning frequency at a minimum remains at twice a year, once every 6 months for all issued equipment. Remember, NFPA is a minimum guideline. You may be washing your equipment more than twice a year, but at a bare minimum, all issued equipment needs to be advanced clean in a wash machine at least once every 6 months. They've added a few things on verification, which we'll get into. This verification applies to third-party entities that provide services to the fire service. And also, as an organization, if you so choose to become verified by a third party, they would apply to you as well. So remember, 1850 applies to everything you wear minus your SCBA. So we're talking helmet, hood, coat, pants, glove, boots. So be mindful as I go through this presentation. I'll tend to focus more on coat and pants. They're a lot more dynamic in terms of the things you can do with them than the other parts, but bear in mind the requirements in terms of frequency of cleaning and inspection applies to all those things equally. 1850 is also applies to previous editions, and as you may well know, 1850 is how you maintain an NFPA 1970 certified product. So the two go hand in hand. The 70 standard usually revises a year ahead of the 1850 standard, and the reason for that is that there's a newer design requirement or something along those lines that gives the 1850 committee time to devise maintenance protocols around it. So again, this is new within the standard and was not in the previous editions. This is a personal protective clothing manager and technician. The role of the manager is to lay out a program, conduct risk assessments, look at selection when it comes to materials, conduct wear trials, make sure training protocols are developed, budgeting, going through everything. This includes looking at turnout gear composition when it comes to selecting outer shells, moisture barriers, and thermal liners. All very important in building a set of gear, and they can vary greatly depending upon the combinations that you select. Also, as I mentioned, they are also tasked with identifying cleaning requirements, and you may or may not know this, in a lot of your gear, those requirements are already spelled out on the manufacturer's label. So at the very least, you've got something to fall back on at a bare minimum. Also required to make sure all the user guide information is available. Not too long ago, this was a bunch of paper that was pinned to the gear. Nowadays, it's QR codes, but nevertheless, it needs to be readily available to all end users. And part of their role is getting, a program together so that all this stuff exists if and when a firefighter needs to reference it. So the PPC technician is really the doer of all these things that I just discussed. Yes, the program is outlined, but the technician is the one that sets it into motion. And it could very well be that the technician is the one doing some of the work as well. If your department were to choose to manage your cleans in-house rather than send them out to a third party, the technician likely would be the person who is under the direct management of that, maybe even providing the cleaning. But as you see, it involves a lot more than cleaning and inspection. It's record keeping, it's scheduling firefighters to have the gear serviced. And as many of you know, sometimes it's like herding cats to get firefighters to participate at a bare minimum, let alone anything above that. Changes also happen within third-party verification. And to be clear, third-party verification applies to third parties who provide service to the fire industry in the form of cleaning, inspection, and or repair. As an organization, you are not obligated to be verified unless, of course, you choose that path for yourself. And by choosing that path, what requires you to do this is if you're doing any type of advanced repair, which we'll talk a little bit more in depth about. But everything up to that point, you can do your own internal cleanings, you can do your inspections, you can even do basic repairs. But the caveat in switching over to the third-party verification requirement is if you're doing anything advanced, which we'll discuss. The idea behind this is to not have the standard be too restrictive to where organizations may choose not to do any of it, where this gives you the ability, like I said, as an option to be able to do as much of it as you can in-house before entering the verification side of it. So there's two levels of verification when it comes to third-party cleaning care providers. The first one is a verified cleaner, where that is all you do. You verify your process on cleaning and only cleaning. You're not verified to do inspection. You're not verified to do repair. It's just cleaning only. We've seen this a little bit in the industry. Usually, if it does occur, it's with maybe I don't want to say a local laundromat, but a local cleaning resource might decide to just verify their process so they can provide services to end users. The more popular choice here is a verified independent service provider or verified ISP. This is an entity that does the cleaning, inspection, and repairs. And when you attain this level of verification, it enables a third party to clean, inspect, and repair any make, any model. Manufacturer recognition is not required once you've received verified ISP status. So this applies to all your locations, whether you're brick and mortar or whether you're a mobile unit. Each and every one the intent is for each and every one to be verified on its own merit. So if you have 14 facilities like Gearwash does, each one of the 14 must be independently verified. You cannot verify one and say that it applies to the balance of 13. So each and every one must be verified on its own merit. So whether it's brick and mortar or whether it is a mobile unit, each are verified. Continuing with some verification changes. Again, a lot of this doesn't apply specifically to the end user, but yet this is within the updates of 1850. Currently, or what's been up until the current revision, a third party would verify their process, and their cleaning rates and removal were not shared. All you needed to know is that they passed, and whether they removed 50% of what's on the gear or 100%, it didn't matter, because you passed the benchmark of, on average, removal rates of 50%. Going forward, anyone who verifies to 1850 will have their removal rates published. This will be important to end users, because if you're seeking a third-party cleaning care provider that's verified, and you want as much of the contaminant that they're tested on to be removed, you would be very interested in knowing what the removal rates are. And those will be published on the auditing agency's websites. There are two who do this, Intertech and Underwriters Laboratories. Each have their own separate website that they maintain, that you can go there and see those things. Another change is there's no scrubbing or manipulating test samples. Previously, there wasn't anything against doing this, but the concern became that there could be entities that are utilizing processes to pass a test that they may not be using in their everyday process. To go further with that, Safety Components and Takata have also expressed concern about scrubbing their outer shells, from a sense of scrubbing for the sake of scrubbing the entire coat or the entire pant. Obviously, if you have spotty contamination localized in an area, sure, you can scrub that with a soft bristled brush, but as a whole, just to scrub the entire garment just because is something that is not necessary and not something that they recommend. If you operate a mobile unit, you have to make the vehicle number visible. This way, you know that that mobile unit who's servicing you has gone through all the proper verification channels that they need to. And then another thing that a mobile unit has to do is they have to maintain their water hardness logs. So if they're setting up at different locations, they have to maintain a log on the water hardness, because it can vary from town to town, county to county, state to state. So that's a requirement also placed upon them. There's also optional testing for liners, hoods, gloves, footwear, and there's lithium-ion contamination testing. Currently, all the verification tests center on just the outer shells. So all the removal rates are only on outer shell only. So it's an option if you want to test the inner liner and those other items as well. So from cleaning and decontamination standpoint, the three levels of cleaning remain. There's preliminary exposure reduction, there's advanced cleaning, which is machine washing, and there's specialized cleaning. With preliminary exposure reduction, there's two types. There's wet mitigation and dry mitigation. What you see in the photo on the right-hand side is an example of wet mitigation. While remaining on air, the firefighter wets their gear down with a hose line. You could add soap if you like, but at the bare minimum, use water. Using water in the wet mitigation will reduce the airborne particulate by 85%. It doesn't clean it 85%, but it just reduces the airborne particulate. The wet mitigation is the most recommended way to do it. Dry mitigation is somewhat effective, but not as effective as wet mitigation. So after you wet the gear down, you'd put it in a plastic bag and put it in a compartment on the apparatus and bring it back to the station and do the next step, which is advanced cleaning. So the advanced cleaning, there's a lot of requirements centered around it. I've highlighted in yellow, some of the subtle changes. As I talked about earlier, requirements at a minimum, you're going to wash your gear twice a year, once every 6 months. And this is something that's new. If when you receive new gear, it's recommended that you run it through a wash cycle and do advanced cleaning for two reasons. Number one, if there's any additives that's been added to the gear from the manufacturing process, you have the ability to wash them out. Sometimes there's handlers that are added, which stiffens the material to make it easier. So. And then the other reason, it actually raises your TPP by a point or two, thermal protective performance, and it gives you more protection from the environment that you're about to encounter. So doing those things are good things, and this often surprises people that there's a recommendation to wash brand new gear because it's brand new. What stays the same, no using top-loading machines with a center post agitator. That's destructive to the gear. G-forces stay the same at 100 Gs. What's changed with the pHs with cleaning agents, it's come down from 10.5 to 9.5 on the high side, but on the bottom side, 6.0 remains the same. There's also water hardness you want to consider. Be it at less than 60 parts per million. Part of the cleaning verification and validation, there's a heavy metal component that has contaminants that are to be removed during that validation process. And the harder your water is, the more difficult it's going to be to remove heavy metal contaminants. So that's where and why that came in. Chlorine bleach, chlorinated solvents, still prohibited. If you want to ruin your gear on the very first try, use bleach. That will do a number on the Kevlar and reduce it to the strength of tissue paper. So stay away from chlorinated solvents and bleach. Still want to pre-treat heavily soiled areas. As I indicated before, you would use a soft bristle brush and a cleaning agent to saturate that area. You may want to soak it for a period of time, and then you would just treat up just that area. Closing all the closure systems, something that is still recommended. And another thing that's changed is the water temperature went from 105 to 120 from a maximum level. So before it was 105, and now it's 120 that you don't want to exceed. So as I mentioned, when you prep gear for washing, you want to separate the outer shell from the inner liners. You want to invert the inner liner so the quilt is facing on the outside, like you see in the image there. The reason you do that, with the construction of the gear, you better your odds of the quilt being on the outside when it goes through the extraction process. If you do not turn it inside out, the moisture barrier, which you well know, is designed to keep moisture and common chemicals and biological matter from getting through to you. If you don't turn it inside out, that barrier could align against the wash wheel when it is extracting water, and it'll do just that. It'll keep water from extracting because it's doing its job. So by inverting them, you better your odds at the quilt aligning itself against the wheel, and as the water spins out, it actually escapes and leads to a lower amount of time that you need for drying. As I indicated, when you go to prep gear, particularly the outer shells for laundering, you want to secure all the closure systems, particularly paying attention to the hook and Velcro. If you do not secure the hook and Velcro, the hook side of that Velcro will act as sandpaper and will slowly start to erode the outer shell if it's allowed to freely bounce around in the washing machine. What you'll notice immediately is it collects a lot of lint, and you'll lose 10 minutes of your life taking a wire cat and dog brush to scrape that lint out of the Velcro. So trust me, it's a lot easier just to close it up ahead of time. Doing so has the benefits of you not having to take lint out of the Velcro later, but more importantly, it keeps your gear in service longer because you're not slowly eroding it. DRDs can stay inside the gear so long as you're fastening the closure system. Let's be honest, you're only washing a couple jackets at a time. If a DRD should come out, you would pair it up with a jacket that's missing it. And if there's more than one that had come out, you would just look at the size of the DRD and pair it back up with the appropriate size jacket. So pretty straightforward stuff. As indicated, you want to wash outer shells with outer shells in its own cycle. You want to wash inner liners with inner liners in its own separate cycle. You don't want to mix the two together for cross-contamination reasons. But also, the cycles are going to be a little bit different, from an extraction standpoint. Hoods can be washed with your inner liners. The thought there is same level of contamination, smoke and sweat. So you could pair that up there. But gloves, they are not to go in the machine. They are to be washed by hand. It's as simple as putting on the gloves and taking a little bit of soap and water and washing your hands as you would without gloves, but you're doing it with gloves on, obviously. So there's damage that can result if you do not turn liners inside out. And here's some photographs of what happens. This happens over a period of time, not just a couple washes, but several washes. What happens is the water builds in the seams as the liner is in the wash machine extracting the water out, and the moisture barrier keeps that water from escaping. And what happens is there's seam blowout that'll happen. Eventually, over time, those seams will weaken, and as you see here with the seam blowout here, it's all along the seams, and that's what had happened. The other things you see here, this particular liner was also washed with outer shells, and Velcro wasn't secured, and the Velcro also did a number on it. But again, you're encouraged to wash outer shells with outer shells and inner liners with inner liners, so you want to keep them separate. There is provisions regarding wastewater considerations within the 2026 edition. Really, what you want to do is become familiar with your local, state, and federal regulations on discharge. You've got 2 years to conform to this requirement. And as you see, there's quite a few things you need to consider along the way, but just know that from municipality to municipality, state to state, those guidelines could vary by quite a bit. So you just need to make sure you become familiar with where you're at and make sure you have something in place to manage the effluent and discharge that you're discharging. Recapping the changes within the advanced cleaning. Remember, you're washing. It's recommended to wash brand new gear. There's a pH adjustment on the high side. It used to be between 6.0 and 10.5. It's now back down to 9.5. Water and drying temperatures go up to 120. Doesn't mean you have to wash everything at 120, but you don't want to go over it. Water hardness less than 60 parts per million. You got to manage your wastewater. There's lithium ion that's been added to the decision tree within the standard for how you would combat that level of contamination, the do's and don'ts. And then if you're in the market looking for cleaning and care agents to utilize, there is a process that's in 1850 for how those things are validated. So this way you know what you're buying and you're getting the results that are indicated by that manufacturer. Third level of cleaning is specialized cleaning. This is when you've done your gross decon on scene and you brought it back to the place where the washer is. You're probably going to do some level of pre-treatment when you've gotten into fuel, paints, and biological contaminants. And I'll walk you through those. So particularly with petroleum contamination, what you see in this image here, this is a bottom of a pant leg. This pant was contaminated with home heating oil. The department washed it, I think they said 8 or 9 times. And while the gear looked to be otherwise clean, it still had smell of fuel emanating from it. And what had happened was, in this image here, the reflective trim went all the way across. And we removed it, and you can see where the contaminant wicked itself in behind the trim. Looking beneath the trim, you can see the outline of the cuff. Maybe it even looks like the cuff is still on there, but it's been removed. And as you can still see, the oil is in those areas as well. So this is something you would want to pre-treat. If you have repair capabilities, it's something where you would want to remove these items before you wash it. If you don't, you send it out to a third party. This is something that we would do, and also something that we would quote you on, that it's likely the trim may need to be replaced, the cuffs may need to be replaced, and the trim may need, and these may need to be replaced. This is all in an effort to remove those things and clean those underlying areas that were affected. And pre-treating, specialized cleaning is what it would take. When it comes to latex paint, if you get any of it on you, and this goes for your personal clothing as well. If you're around the house and you're touching up a couple areas at the house with paint, and you get some on your sweatshirt or t-shirt, you can take 70% isopropyl alcohol, saturate the area with paint, and put it in an airtight bag. This keeps the alcohol from evaporating, and you let it soak for a little bit, and what will happen is the alcohol will react with the latex paint and liquefy it to the point you'll be able to follow up with regular washing and wash it out. It may take a couple attempts, but it is something that works. Just please remember, if you're going to soak something in alcohol, you must wash it out thoroughly, especially PPE that you're wearing. You certainly wouldn't want to wear something doused with alcohol onto an incident. With biohazard contamination, you could raise your water temperature to 140 to deal with that. But what's probably going to be easier for you would be there's, third-party cleaning agents, sanitizers, I should say, fabric sanitizers that are on the market that are EPA registered as a sanitizer on fabric. So that's something you could add to the wash cycle and avoid having to raise temperature to 140. While you can raise temperature to 140, it's not very friendly to the fabrics, and particularly what's added to turnout gear, like your trim, your cuffs, your knee pads. It does come at a cost. It does tend to shrink those reinforcements up quite a bit. So it's not something you want to make a habit out of. I mean, I would steer you towards sourcing some type of a fabric sanitizer to use rather than going up to 140. So this brings us to inspection. There's 2 levels of inspection. There's a routine inspection and an advanced inspection, which we'll go through. The routine inspection, it's a firefighter requirement. All firefighters, just not those who are on this call, but every firefighter at every fire station is expected to do a routine inspection. The routine inspection is also talked about in the user guide. As you take receipt of your equipment, on those user guides, it says that you acknowledge you're going to do routine inspections. At the end of the day, what this means is if you see something, say something. You want to look over your gear when you are reporting for duty. You also want to look over your gear after every incident. What you're looking for is any kind of visual damage. You're not expected to separate liners from outer shells and drill down into the details. You're just expected to visually look over your gear. If there's a hole, you say something. If the gear is discolored, you say something. If it doesn't feel like it fits quite right, you'd want to say something. And what this does is this triggers the advanced inspection, which is a more thorough inspection, where those things could be validated. But if you're spending more than a couple minutes as a firefighter doing a routine inspection, you're probably looking too hard, if I could even say that. It's really a down and dirty, quick visual inspection. And if you find something, you say something to your company officer. And at that point, that's what triggers the advanced inspection. If you have staff that's qualified and trained to do the advanced inspection, you can certainly do it. If you do not, that's where a third-party ISP may come into play, where you send the gear off to them to do. So let's talk about the advanced inspection. So this is triggered whenever routine inspection indicates a need. So as you're going through your gear, you notice there's a rip or a tear. That would trigger it, and then what would then happen is that tear would be evaluated. Looking at material integrity, making sure strength properties are there, making sure it's suitable to be repaired, also taking into consideration, the age of the garment, total cost, and all those things. But that's what the advanced inspection does. But at a minimum, in order to do this inspection, it's either performed by the gear manufacturer, a manufacturer trained organization, or a verified ISP or a verified organization. Doing a routine inspection does not give you the ability to do the advanced. This is completely separate training, something that's a lot more in depth and thorough than the routine inspection. Absent of a firefighter finding anything that's suspicious with their gear, at a minimum, all issued gear would undergo an advanced inspection at least one time per calendar year. So a lot of departments, when they go through inspection, and sometimes they feel they want to take on the advanced inspection, when they go through the requirements, sometimes they feel that they don't want to take on that added liability, and are glad to send it out to a third-party agency to do it on their behalf. Everything that's found is documented. One of the tests that's done, the liners are opened up, and nowadays everything has an inspection port. So there's a way that we can get inside and take a look at the inside of a liner system. And what you see here, this is the inside of a thermal liner, or the underside of a thermal liner. And you see there's quite a bit of wear and tear that's happened to that interior batting. This picture is pretty extreme. This jacket, I think, was made in 2001. I think this picture was from 2006. You're not likely to see anything wear this severely. What you're maybe more likely to see is like a very small hole where maybe the material has worn thin. But what caused this level of wear on this particular liner was the air pack the firefighter was wearing. As they were wearing the air pack would jostle side to side, and started to create that level of wear that you see there. Again, you're not likely to see this, not at this level. But if you do see something like this, you're going to see it in high wear areas. Back bottom part of the jacket, like you see here, could be in the armpits, it could be the elbow pad areas in the pants, it would probably be in the crotch or the knees or the seat of the pants. All high wear areas would be indicative of what you would, something like this that you would see. Again, I don't think you'll see it this bad, but nonetheless, it's something that can happen. The other test is a hydrostatic water pressure test. You need this apparatus that's photographed here. The way this test works, you're pressurizing the moisture barrier. It's 1 psi of pressure. It's a 15-second test. At a minimum, you're testing 6 areas, 3 areas that involve a body panel, 3 areas that involve a seam. Any presence of moisture is a failure. So if after 3 or 4 seconds there's a tiny droplet of water that sweats through, that's a failure that would be required to be fixed. This test is performed every year regardless of the age of the liner system. So the way you would do this test, you would take the moisture barrier, you would take the textile side and face that down where the shiny side of the moisture barrier is facing up. You would clamp it into the apparatus, you would run the test. And these are examples of failures. These are pretty significant failures. You see there's many water droplets that are sweating through. More commonly, you might get 1 or 2 that are sweating through. And yes, they are failures. They need to be addressed. Remember, these barriers are rated not only for moisture, but for biological resistance and also common chemical resistance. So if water can get through, lower surface tension like bio will easily make it through. So it's something that that you want to get fixed. To give you perspective, it's usually about 50, half of what you test is going to have some kind of a leak. It's not the fault of the barrier. The barrier is a very thin material. It's very sensitive. You crawl over a lot of different things, broken glass, shards of wood. In many cases, you don't even know. So the propensity for this to get nicked up and have problems, and when it comes to hydrostatic testing, is evident. So it doesn't matter from brand to brand. There isn't a moisture barrier manufacturer who's been able to figure out how to stop the amount of wear that happens to these barriers. So what I would say to you, if you're thinking about purchasing and doing purchasing the apparatus to do this and doing this test in-house, this is something you'd want to phase in. And the reason being, because of the failure rate of 50%, if you don't phase it in, if you don't have ample inventory on hand, you're going to, in effect, take out half of your inventory, and it will need to be repaired just because there's the likelihood that there's a pinhole leak somewhere along the line. So back to the requirements. This is new within the standard. Previously, you did not have to circle and indicate where the test was. It was recommended, but they outline it now that in the 2026 edition that you circle where the test takes place and you also indicate where there's any failures. The reason this is important, if you're utilizing a third party, you're paying for this service, this is one way you can fact check on whether or not the tests were done. It's also something if you're doing it in-house. Like I said, this is not fun to do. And people may shy away from it a little bit or say that they've done it. I mean, but again, this is a way that you can tell whether or not it was done. So this is an example in the top photograph of types of failures you're likely to end up seeing. When you find some place that fails, you start testing adjacent areas to those failures, and then you kind of slate in how much of the barrier has issues. And in some cases, it may lead to, depending upon age and overall cost, it may lead to the garment being recommended to be removed from service. So you could, in essence, have what looks to be an okay or good looking coat or pant visually from the outside, but when you start doing the interior liner inspections and hydrostatic testing, this alone, could take something that looks like it would have stayed in service, and now it's recommended to be taken out just because of that. So there's different ways to fix these things. If it's a little pinhole leak, there's repair tape that can be applied. It's about $5 per application. If there's a region that needs attention, you can put a patch on. It's about $40. And then if you're doing a complete replacement of the barrier, it gets much more expensive. So things to be mindful of. In the bottom photograph, this is a liner that took a pretty decent thermal hit. And as you see all the circled areas and the letter P, even though it doesn't look like it would have passed, it did. So this is why you do the test. Sometimes you get surprised where you see an area that you think might have problems or trouble, and come to find out there's no trouble at all. So by definition, this passes. This would be something that would be up to the department on whether or not they want it to do anything additional here in terms of repair, patching, or replacement. But by definition, it had passed despite this level of thermal energy that it encountered. So this brings us to repair. Repairs are performed by the gear manufacturer, manufacturer trained organization, verified ISP, or a verifier organization. So there's two levels of repair. There's basic repair, small holes, hardware, smoothing, positive closure systems, repair broken trim, broken stitches on trim, seams that are on the outer shell. The advanced repair, it entails everything outside of basic repair. So if you're doing any work to the moisture barrier, that qualifies advanced repair. So you as an organization, there's some things that you can do, but there's a line drawn in the sand when it comes to what you cannot do, and that's really affecting anything on the moisture barrier and anything above the basic repair. So if you feel that you want to do those things, then that is what obligates you to undergo third-party verification, just like an ISP. Once you undergo third-party verification, you consult with either Intertech or UL. They will provide you with a quote, and then at that point, you're audited just like a verified ISP is. So completely your prerogative. You can decide to go up to the advanced repair level if you so choose, but just know that you can do your own advanced cleaning, your own advanced inspection, and your own basic repairs if you so choose in-house without having to pay for third-party verification. So it ends up being a choice that the department makes. There are, I think, of half a dozen-ish departments in the country that have elected to go to the advanced repair level. It's not that it's not something you can't do. You certainly can. They did. But it ends up being a choice of the department on just how far you want to go with it. But just know the mechanism to do those things are there. Record keeping remains the same from what it was before. You're tracking serial numbers, you're tracking manufacturer dates, you're tracking who the gear is issued to, when it was cleaned, when it was inspected, who did those things, what was done to it, all the way down to retirement and how you dispose of it. So you can do this with pen and paper if you so choose. You could run an Excel spreadsheet. You could seek out third-party software. My recommendation is if you're going to go down the road of third-party software, kind of reverse engineer it in the sense of say to yourself, what type of reporting do you want to see? Is it important to know which firefighters have a yellow helmet? Is it important to know, who participated and who didn't? And of those who didn't, to what level did they not participate? Those are all very important things. And if that's what you're hoping to get, then those are things that you want to go to that third-party provider and have them show you that their software does. I've seen, through my tenure, people sign up and start to use the third-party software where they're just keeping track of dates. Because remember, as you look at the requirements here, you're tracking dates, you're tracking when things happened, and this all meets the requirements. But if you're looking for that, stitch for stitch detail, snap for snap detail, you may be partnered with a third-party software platform that maybe doesn't give you that level of detail. So again, it's important to ask these questions up front, make sure that the third-party software can deliver on that level before you spend hours and days and months of loading data in that you just can't report against because it just doesn't offer it. So I've seen people make mistakes before. That's the common one that they do. Like I said, it's much easier to reverse engineer. Storage and transportation of gear, you want to keep it out of UV lighting. Doesn't mean you can't go outside, but what it does mean, don't hang your jacket on the apparatus mirror and leave it outside day in and day out. If you have storage lockers that are by the bay doors, Be mindful, that if it's doors that are facing the sun for a period of time every day and those doors are open, that's going to cause detrimental effects to the turnout gear. Same for storage. If you're storing in a room where the lights are on or the gear is very close to the light source, degradation can happen there. So it's important to have motion sensing lights that go on and off while people are in and out of the room. You want to make sure everything's clean and dry before you do any kind of storage. This is a new requirement in 1850. You can store gear, but up until 3 years of age. After 3 years of age, you need to pull it off the shelf. And I'm sorry, 3 years of being on the shelf, not 3 years of age. 3 years of being on the shelf. You pull it off the shelf and do an advanced inspection just to make sure that while it sat on the shelf for 3 years, nothing bad happened to it. So for those of you who are going to go look that up in the standard, I'll give you a tip. You would think you would find that requirement under the storage required or chapter, but it's actually under advanced inspection. So if you want to search this within the standard, look for it under advanced inspection. You'll find it there. You will not find it under storage. But yes, so if you have a storage area, you've got a couple hundred sets in there. You want to start, considering maybe color coding based on year that they are sitting on the shelf. So this way, which ones you need to pull out and look at after 3 years. Transporting gear, the cool way to do it is a gear bag, as you see on your left. And if you don't have a gear bag, you can use a 2 mil thickness trash bag. If you're going to buy a trash bag, buy clear trash bags. If you use regular trash bags, someone will mistake it as trash, and it'll end up being a $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 bag of trash, right? So if you want to go through that journey, buy the clear bags. This way you can see what's in it and lessen the chance of someone throwing the set of gear away. Retirement disposition. There's a 10-year life on turnout gear from the date of manufacture, not from the date of storage or not from the date of when you first assign it, but it's the date of manufacture. Aluminized outer shells have a 5-year mandatory retirement from the date of manufacture. I bring this up because sometimes people get confused. They hear 5 years and they think it applies to regular turnout gear or structural turnout gear, but 10 years for structural, 5 years for the aluminized outer shell. There's a sample calculator for turnout gear repair limits in the annex of 1850. I cut and pasted it and displayed it here for you to look at, but this is something to follow. If you're sending gear out, having repairs done, again, it's a guideline. You own the gear, you know who wears it, who doesn't wear it. You can tweak these numbers any way you see fit because this is in the annex. So if you want to repair 100% on year one, have at it. If you want to repair 50% of the value, for the remaining years, you can do whatever you need. What I recommend is use the cost of what you're buying gear today for this scale. You're never going to be able to go back and buy a set that you paid $1,200 for 8 years ago today. It just can't happen. It won't happen. So use what you're paying today for that. When you're working with a third-party ISP, understand that many ISPs will use this scale and recommending overall serviceability of your gear when it comes to repairs. So it's not that they can't repair these things. It's just, when you get them to be, 7 or 8 years old and the gear costs $700, $800, $900 to fix, it may not be cost effective. So many ISPs will alert you from that point of view. Again, remember, you own the gear. If this one set of gear that's 8 years old costs $800 to fix, and it might, if it might take you a couple months to have a new one made and replaced, and this person that wears it is a one-of-a-kind size person on the department. I mean, you may not be happy about spending $800 to fix it, but it's your prerogative. You could have it fixed just because you don't have a set that'll fit this person. And by the time one is made, it might be too long of a time period, before you get it. So you can absolutely repair things that third-party ISP might tell you you may not be a wise use of your money. So again, it's your money, it's your gear. You know who wears it, how they wear it, and if they wear it. This applies to everything, your helmets, boots, gloves. Some of those things you'd be lucky it would be anywhere near 10 years old, but nonetheless, it applies to all those things equally as well. So from the disposal sense, you need to make the gear unusable if you're throwing it out. That means maybe take a razor blade to it. Some places will take it to a local incinerator and have it incinerated. The idea is you don't want people to go dumpster diving, later that night or the next day, and jump in and fish out their helmet or their favorite jacket or pant that you just condemn because of age, right, or because of wear. So you're obligated to make it unusable. If you do have gear that's still in good shape, but it's aged out, you can continue to use it, provided it doesn't see live fire. If you have junior members, if it's drill night, you're going to be crawling around doing stuff doesn't involve live fire, you might want to end up using the older stuff that's out of service and wear it out rather than your frontline stuff. Finally, from a training aspect, if you're obligated as a department to train yourselves to do advanced inspections. So for those of you who own a washing machine, this applies to that machine. Technically speaking, without receiving training from either your gear manufacturer or verified ISP, you shouldn't be washing your gear in the machine that you just purchased. You need to be recognized to do that. So this way, you follow along with the do's and don'ts. So as I said, you can obtain the training from your gear manufacturer or a verified ISP, and this training would be for advanced cleaning, it would be for advanced inspection, it would be for basic repair. Again, it's your prerogative as to what level you want to train yourself to, but those are the ways that you would obtain said training. And that's all that I have for everyone. Thank you for attending, and Nicholas will see if there's any questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brian. We do have a few questions here. Again, keep asking those in the chat if you have additional ones, but we'll get to some of the ones that were asked throughout. So there were a couple questions about kind of regular, everyday supplies. So somebody asked specifically about OxyClean spray as a pre-treat, and then somebody else mentioned that potentially Tide might work to fit within the pH range. So what are your takes on those?
Yeah, those are all things. When in doubt, always check with your gear manufacturer on their opinion. From one to the next, you may have differences of opinion. They ultimately are the ones who put together the gear. They know the materials that were used to do so. And at the end of the day, if there's ever going to be a warranty claim, I don't know, I'm making something up here, but let's just say the letters on the department name sewn to the back of the jacket start falling off for some unexplained reason. And if you go back to to your gear manufacturer, one of the first things they're going to check with and ask you is, how are you washing the gear? What cleaning agents are you using? So it's very important that if you're using something off the shelf, that you get their opinion on it. Yes, usually they'll look at what the pH ranges are, and they sometimes might base a decision off of that. But as I indicated recently, and within the 2026 edition of 1850, there are validation requirements on third parties, or there's an avenue for them to verify their soap, their cleaning agent. And that would be probably a method maybe the gear manufacturer might steer you back to. Again, at the end of the day, you guys know this gear is very expensive. If you do the wrong thing, even though someone might want to help you, it might be too expensive to help you. It all starts with your gear manufacturer. You will want to check with them to make sure whatever it is you're considering to use is something that they're okay with. Sorry for the long-winded answer, but I wanted to give you some additional detail.
Yeah, I guess would that go along with, there's another question about using fabric softening that includes like dryer sheets.
Yeah, you want to stay away from fabric softeners. There's the main thing I'm thinking of. You're going to potentially mask the odor of something that you would want to know that you're smelling. Like for instance, if you're in an incident with fuel and you wash the gear, and if you throw some fabric softener in there or softener sheets, that could mask the odor that you otherwise would want to know, so you could wash it again and again until you get it out or send it out to a third party. So yeah, I'd stay away from softener and dryer sheets.
Then going over to hydrostatic water testing, the first question was, can a department purchase their own machine?
Yes. Yeah, those machines are about $1,500. And you can go out on your own. I mean, there's different websites. If you Google hydrostatic water pressure test apparatus, you should see a few entities that can provide them to you, or I shouldn't say provide you with them, but quote you on them.
Okay. And then staying on that topic, how often does the standard require that test on gear?
Annually, unless there's a routine inspection that would require that you do it again. For example, I don't know, let's say the jacket took a significant thermal hit, and the gear was just inspected a week ago, and it since took a thermal hit. The firefighter noticed the discoloration. That discoloration extends through the outer shell down to the moisture barrier. It discolors the barrier itself. That would be something you would definitely also want a hydrostatic test again to see if there's any damage done to it. So at a minimum, once a year. It could be, half a dozen, depending really how active you are.
Moving on to backup gear and cleaning. Somebody asked if you have a backup set that has not been taken out of the package from its advanced cleaning, does it need to be done again?
If it's assigned to you, that's the trigger point. So if that set, you've got a backup set, it came back from the provider, it sat in the bag the entire time, and it's now time for that set to be cleaned again. I think it then becomes probably a conversation point between you and the organization. Typically, having the backup set, it's there for a reason. You're probably going to use it, so they would be interested in that first. Just making sure you're sure you didn't use it, and if you really didn't, then at that point it becomes an organizational thing where I'm not so sure you need to clean it if it sat there the entire year without ever being used. So the idea of if it's in use and actively being used, that's the trigger point.
Time for one or two more questions here. Somebody asked the recommended process for gear exposed to lithium fires.
Ooh, yeah, it's pretty dynamic. With lithium fires, you got to consider where it occurred. Was it in an open parking lot? Was it in the garage? Was it in the parking garage? What's the level of involvement of the firefighter? How close they were to it? All those things factor in. But from a preliminary exposure reduction, gross decon standpoint, you want to take the gear while everyone's still remaining on air, saturate it with water, and place it in a 2 mil thickness bag and transport it back in the compartment on the apparatus that is away from you. And when you get it back to the station, then at that point, you really want to have a conversation and consider how close you were to things. So there are occasions where if you're not directly involved, regular washing may do the trick. There are other indications where if you were heavily involved, specialized cleaning, may need to be deployed. So at that point, you should definitely consult with your gear manufacturer, consult with a verified ISP, and then they can kind of take those things and advise you, on the next steps. But at a bare minimum, you want to do preliminary exposure reduction, wet the gear down, put it in the bag, get it back to the station, and then that's when you start to have those conversations with others.
All right. I think last question that we have time for here, maybe just real quick. Somebody was asking about, is CO2 cleaning been considered to be part of the 1850 standard, looking especially at its efficacy with heavy metal contamination?
Yeah, so 1850 has paved the way for many types of cleaning. They're very careful in the words of like mechanical action, if you will, right? So they've retooled it so that CO2 cleaning is something that can be considered, just as any other type of cleaning. There could be a new technology, that comes out tomorrow and the day after, and it's something that the committee wouldn't want to discriminate against. So it does have value. When it comes to the cleaning validation of it, there's different processes that CO2 providers have. And with the current changes within 1850, I would encourage those who have a verified process for CO2. I mean, you would be able to see the numbers when it comes to VOC removal and heavy metal removal. So that would be your ultimate guide as to the viability of whichever provider you're looking at and how they match up compared to others.
Right. I believe that's all we have time for. We had to stop at noon. So thank you all for joining today. Appreciate your time. And just as a reminder, a recording of this will be sent out to everyone after this call. So thank you all, and have a great rest of your days.
Thanks, everybody.